Well, Arsenal won yesterday by 3 goals to 0, and we're here to take you through the player ratings. 10-minute video is it gonna be, and we'll be here. We are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones, brand new laptops, and if at all you want used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom, you go call them on +256 70 99 88 665, or else go down and obviously follow them on TikTok at Mono Gadgets, and you'll obviously see the wide range of products they have. There is yet other products that they've gonna add onto their phones and laptops, and that is affordable smartwatches. I think one of these days I should really get one and obviously have it in here for you, like dawned onto my hand, and you guys will be like, Rokani, you're really telling us the real deal. So that's exactly what you're really getting in through from the man himself, from the lady herself, known as Mono Gadgets, and you can as well go ahead and really support her. So let's go into the player ratings. You know, the goalkeeper kept a clean sheet. That is David Raya, and I think he was really very excited because in the previous games he never kept a clean sheet. Bournemouth, no clean sheet. Liverpool, no clean sheet. Newcastle, no clean sheet. Chelsea, no clean sheet. And we know to it that Arsenal last kept a clean sheet. They're playing which team? You know, for one of those goalkeepers that went ahead, obviously, I think he won the Golden Glove last season. There is no way you obviously come up and obviously not get excited when you're really back onto keeping clean sheets. And Arsenal is really very much known for keeping clean sheets, with their backline being led by Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10, keeping a clean sheet. And one will ask, Rokan, why did you give him a 7 yet their opponents had no shot on target? That means he commanded that defense very well, and the communication was really top notch. That's why they never went ahead, obviously, get what we call any shot. They never considered a shot at goal. That is David Raya. Right back, Julian Timber. He's going to take a 7.5 out of 10. I told you when they're bringing this player that they brought in a player that every team will need. In this modern era where injuries have gone to obviously turn it out to be injuries and games are really coming in thick and fast, you need players, you need like 4 players in your team that can really play in more than 1 or 2 positions on the pitch. For Julian Timber, he can play the right back, left back, central defender. He can also play in the midfield. You get, that is Julian Timber for you. And with his skill set, he can also play as a wide forward. Now, yesterday he was played as a right back in the absentia of Benjamin White and Tomiyasu. So he put in the shift and he takes a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Left back, Ricardo Carafiori returning from injury. You know, when they're playing against Liverpool, he really went ahead, obviously, go on ground. And ever since then, he never went ahead, obviously, return onto... I think it was against Liverpool. The game was really different because against Liverpool, I think it was against Liverpool, yeah, against Liverpool. So yesterday he returned, put in a very good shift, flying on that side, and he closed down those fast and running wingers of Nottingham Forest. So I give him a 7 out of 10 for me. Ricardo Carafiori returning on time, and the manager was like, let me get you off the field of play because I have a game that I'm going to be playing on Tuesday against Sporting Lisbon. So 7 out of 10 for Ricardo Carafiori. William Saliba obviously getting an 8 out of 10 into that game. You know, he had flashes of rustiness in his game this season, but all I've gone ahead to understand is that he has come up and obviously put in a very beautiful shift altogether. Ever since he returned from the international break, he's been looking great, and that's what Arsenal need. Because last season, even when Arsenal really played badly and scored like 1 goal or 2, they could keep a clean sheet or concede one and win those games. But their defense was really having... Sorry about that. Their defense was really having some serious problems, and they couldn't obviously come up and obviously put in the required shift altogether. But all in all, we've gotten to understand that the side of William Saliba is really doing great. That's why I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Gabriel Magalhaes, 7.5 out of 10. Obviously, he's the hero in that central defense, traveling from South America and came in and obviously played those minutes. It shows you how good this player is and how he has gone ahead, obviously, keep himself fit all the time. That is Gabriel Magalhaes for you in the central defense. We go to the midfield. Jorginho started in to play as a CDM that covered or shielded the back four. 7 out of 10 for me. Then Mikel Merino, 8 out of 10 for me. He really looked good. You know, I've seen very many people come out and say Merino is not doing good. And I'm like, guys, the first principle of the game when you're having the ball is ball retention. And he's a guy that doesn't lose the ball. And he's slow on the ball, but it's very hard for him to lose the ball. And he's one of those press-resistant players that Arsenal will need. And when Odegaard is back, and you're having a player like Mikel Merino, I tell you, they're really going to cause problems to very many teams because their skill sets are really way up there in the sky. And for Mikel Merino, he takes an 8 out of 10 for me. Martin Odegaard, captain, fantastic. First goal, he was responsible for the assist. Second goal, he was responsible for the secondary assist. He really does the hold-up play very well, finds Saka. Saka passes that ball to Partey, and Partey went ahead, obviously buries that ball into the back of the net with precision. You understand? So, Martin Odegaard is who he thinks he is. And now, I've already told you that if I'm to rank players on how important they are for the club of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard comes first. I've seen people say Partey. There are very many players at Arsenal that can come in and really do the job where Partey is out. You know, even last season, Partey played very few games, but the players Declan Rice and Jorginho took all took center stage, and people are not even yearning for Thomas Partey. You understand? So, as it stands, Odegaard is the player that is really replaceable. That's why the manager is really trying to bring in Nwaneri to obviously try to really bridge that void, you know, or fill that void. So Odegaard, 9.5 out of 10 for me. He looked really great and he really led his team to where he wanted it to be. After him, let's talk about Saka, who came on and obviously started the game after really getting injured and missing out on the game of England with the international break. He came up and obviously had the following: 27 out of 35 final passes, all final third passes completed, 6 shots, 5 ball recoveries, 5 dribbles, 4 chances created, 4 crosses, 1 assist, 1 goal. That is Bukayo Saka for you, taking his tally to 12 goal involvements, 8 assists and 4 goals this Premier League season. Man flying like no other. Bukayo Saka is a man who is really taking this season hugely. And I'll never forget to remind you the reason as why I think it's really driving this guy. What is driving this guy crazy? I think he knows to it that if Arsenal wins the Premier League and the Champions League, he'll win the Ballon d'Or. Him and Martin Odegaard will step on the podium, and one of those will lift the Ballon d'Or because we don't have any international competitions. Because if you don't do it in this season, the season of 2025-2026 will be really bad because they are going to be what we call the World Cup. You understand? So this is the right time for Saka to explode, and he's exploding for a very good reason. And Saka takes a 9 out of 10. Leandro Trossard, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I don't think that he really did enough to excite me, but all in all, he really put up a show into that beautiful game of football altogether. Then, leading the line was Gabriel Jesus, 7 out of 10. That is it. We go to the substitutes. Partey came on for Jorginho. He scored a goal in the 52nd minute. And for that, I give Partey a 8.5 out of 10. Then, there come on Jakub Kivio, 7 out of 10. The other player that came on was Zinchenko, 7.5 out of 10. Raheem Sterling with an assist in the Premier League this season. For Nwaneri's goal, they came on together. I think he walks away with an 8 out of 10. For Ethan Nwaneri, he goes away with a 9 out of 10 because he looked good. And in that third goal he scores, he really goes ahead to obviously get that ball from Partey, accelerates to maneuver the spaces that were created by the side of Nottingham Forest to Raheem Sterling, Raheem Sterling runs towards the byline and obviously does what we call a cutback. And Nwaneri did no mistake other than barring it into the back of the net. Mikel Arteta, 8 out of 10, and Arsenal played some beautiful football, and I think they are really getting to the levels that we expect them to be. So, my man of the match is Martin Odegaard, right? I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but Martin Odegaard is my man of the match. Tell me who your man of the match was in this fixture. And as we speak right now, Liverpool is being held to a 1-1 draw by Southampton. Second half has just gone ahead to start. I know most Arsenal fans really want to see to it that Liverpool drops points, because if Liverpool wins here, there'll be 9 points, ahead of Arsenal. That is it. So, thank you very much for watching through. I sign out for now. See you later. I'm out. Bye-bye for now.